Okay, we're going to go through the setup for ExoLab 6. If you remember, we're growing bacteria in this microbiology experiment, so it's a little fussier than our previous experiments with plants, but it's still very doable in the classroom. So I've created what we call a clean field. It doesn't have to be totally sterile, it just has to be super clean. My hands have been washed with good disinfectant soap. And then I wipe down the table. I used the just the bleach wipes, but you could use rubbing alcohol as well. My media has been heated in the microwave for about 2 minutes, so it's completely liquid. But I've let it cool to the point where instead of it being boiling hot, it's now just slightly warm to the touch. And you want to let it come down to that temperature, because when we pour it into the plates, if it's too hot, we'll get a lot of condensation on the inside. Also, this media, there's a nutrient in here that precipitates out, so you want to swirl it periodically to keep everything in suspension. And I got my gloves, so I'm going to glove up, and we're going to do the first step, labeling the plates. All right, the labeling is more of a code, so we know what we're doing in this experiment. So the first trial is 6R, ExoLab 6R, and the R is for ribosobium. So I've already done 2 of the plates. I have my initials, and this is my trial 1. So I have EL6R, MW01, and then the date that I'm going to inoculate the plates, which will actually be tomorrow, which is 12 August. I need to do 3 of those for ribosobium, and then I have a control, and that's the E. coli. So EL6R, MW01, 12 August. And then this one is going to be EL6C for control, MW01, 12 August. All right, so it's pretty simple. The plates themselves have, there's 2 parts to them. The top, or the lid, actually has a larger diameter, but it's shallower, and the base is a smaller diameter, but it's deeper. And there's a little ridge here on these, and that's how deeply we're going to fill the plates. Now, I haven't mentioned the chuck. You may not have those in your kits. I have them, and it's just a convenient way to keep my surfaces clean. They're not sterile, but they're very clean, and it's rather absorbent. So if I have a spill, it just kind of keeps things tidy. So my media, remember, I need to swirl it to make sure that everything is in suspension. I'm going to use my dominant hand for pouring. I'm going to loosen the cap, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the lid just enough to be able to pour the media in there. I'm going to pour it up to that knurled edge on the base, which will be about 1 millimeter or 2 from the top from the lip of the plate. So I'm placing my cap up so I don't contaminate the edges, and gently pour. For me, it's just easy to do them in this kind of quadrant pattern so that I don't, stumble over myself. But whatever, if it's a straight line, works better for you. Cap my media, and now all we do is let them cool until they're solid, and then we'll be able to inoculate them.